Good morning, everyone. I am so pleased to join you again this morning for our meaningful moment, parental perspective. I consider it such a privilege to be inspired by such a dynamic group of individuals. As we've been together these last few weeks, it is my hope that you have truly reflected on some of the incredible things that the people that know you and depend on you get to see all the time. Truly, you have shown up, and if I say so myself, you have shown out. To watch you work and maneuver has been incredible. I once heard it said that parents and parenting doesn't come with a handbook. So often, we don't have a laid out plan of how we're supposed to make it work or what we can do to be successful. So may I compliment your efforts of stick-to-itiveness and desire to ensure that you and everyone connected to you is incredible. I think the only appropriate thing to do in reverencing and referencing someone as incredible as you is to say, all hail. This morning, we talk about hail. We talk about honoring and acknowledging you for how you've shown up, how you've come through, and how you've maintained. This morning, HAIL is going to be the acronym where H stands for heightened. A stands for applause. I represents irreplaceable. And L represents light. As I look back over these last few weeks, there are truly individuals that deserve recognition and honor. And I think you would agree with me that parents are most certainly in that group. All hail to you, parents, for stepping up to the plate, whether you were ready or not, to encourage the successfulness and the uninterrupted normalcy for the people that you love. We say all hail to you because without much notice, nor potentially preparation, you have become the go-between that has kept them encouraged, fed, focused, educated, and overall well. And for that, we say all hail. H stands for heightened. And heightened is defined as to strengthen, deepen, or intensify. To increase or to make something increase, especially an emotion or effect. Whether you are the parent of a small being who has just begun to affect this world, or maybe you are a mixed parent of someone that has children that has been here for a while, and you're nurturing someone who just got on the scene. You have been heightened during this time. We've seen you increase and deepen. We've seen you grow muscles without weightlifting and go deeper without formalized classes. We've seen you increase and make other things around you increase. Your desire and your dedication to not only survive, but to thrive during this time has been contagious. You have been heightened in your sensitivity to look for the signs of your fellow man, to recognize discouragement, and to link together, because truly we are all in this together. Your heightened awareness, compassion, has had such an effect and such an emotional support that truly you are deserving of us saying all hail. We recognize, as a result of you being heightened, that your perspective has now changed. Remember that higher elevations allow you to see further. Think about visiting the top of the stratosphere. At the top of the world, in that restaurant, it provides a vantage point that many other places in the city cannot. For the sheer fact of being lifted to a higher place with higher expectations, there is a different view and a different perspective. We honor you for being heightened and embracing a new perspective. Think you can. I know I can. I am here to support you so you will. Mentality has increased everyone around you and encouraged everyone who is affected by you. You have extended your reach. Do you know that generations to come will benefit from your dedication today? What you have chosen to do, to be resilient, is going to be passed down to those that will stand upon this foundation of your stick-to-itiveness. You have set the trail and you have led the way for your children to know that no matter what happens around them, what is in them determines their success. All hail to you, parents, today, for the determination to get up every day and to be successful, to set the example, and to be heightened in all that you do. A, it's for applause. Literally, we take this time to applaud you. Applause is defined as the sound of people clapping their hands repeatedly to show enjoyment or approval of something such as a performance. We clap our hands for you this morning and forever. We want you to know, first and foremost, that your actions have not gone unnoticed. Who could miss how impactful you have been to transition your home into a place of education, a local restaurant, a laundry facility, a motivation headquarters, a respite from the world and all that it is offered, and yet a place that combines family and unity for success. Your actions have not gone unnoticed. We could not have done it without you. We wouldn't have survived without you. And so we take this opportunity to applaud you and to let you know that you have truly set the stage. Oh, the bar has been lifted. The example has been set. You have created a legacy of yes, we can. What now will be able to tell your children that they won't be able to find a way? What now would be able to convince those that you love that they're destitute and there's no turning around? You now represent the ingredients that will keep us encouraged to go after resolution and productivity. We applaud you for those hands that have held, embraced, lifted, hugged, corrected, educated, fed, washed, and most of all, embraced. We use our hands to applaud you and to let you know that not one moment, one word, or 1 minute of your success has been lost. Rather, we are all using it for fuel so that we can be encouraged as well. I is for irreplaceable. Would you agree with me that during this time, we have definitely defined what need is? We've clarified the things that we can't live without. Many of us may have had a routine prior to this pandemic that we thought included everything that we must have or everything that we could not function without. Maybe it was going to your favorite restaurant or just having the schedule that you had set and planned and become accustomed to. Maybe it was a certain amount of money or even the support of your village that now somehow have been told to be 6 feet away. Whatever lessons you have learned during this time, there is one thing that has also been confirmed. You. That's right. I'm talking to you. You are irreplaceable. Irreplaceable is defined as too special, unusual, or valuable to replace with something or something else. Something or someone else. This time has taught us that you are irreplaceable. Time, events, locations, they can all be replaced. Your children can learn in school, out of school, distance learning, Zoom, Google Classroom. But you are irreplaceable. The impact that you have, the support that you give, the encouragement that you yield is something that cannot be replicated. You are irreplaceable. You are the ingredient that holds it all together. And because of you, this time has been doable. This situation, we've been able to survive. And our notion is now we have all that we need. Simply stated, you are priceless. There's no amount of money, effort, or offering that can be positioned to stand in your place. I hope that you woke up this morning with the realization of how incredibly special you are. And if you didn't, now is the perfect time for us to set that stage. You cannot be replicated. What you bring to the table and connect with your family, the benefit that they have of you being the parent is irreplaceable. It's priceless. No amount of denomination in any language, in any country, in any place is enough to represent your impact. So I think you'll agree with me that the only appropriate way to define it is that your imprint is undeniable. There will never be a time where we will be able to look back and question how you impacted today. We will never wonder where you were or how you provided impact, because your imprint is on every day of every moment, in every accomplishment. You have become thread that has maintained and has accomplished. Your imprint of encouragement, happiness, love, support, encouragement is not only upon your children, but upon your family, upon your friends, upon this Las Vegas city. We are all the better because of parents like you. Your imprint will forever be noted and will always mark the example of how it can be done, why it must be done, when it should be done, and most importantly, with love, how it can be done. El, all hail. El is the light. Light is defined as providing with light or lighting, to illuminate, something that makes vision possible. Do you hear how impactful that is? Something that makes vision impossible. You have become the light. You have become one that has illuminated this situation. No one likes to be in a dark place. Definitely, no one likes a dark place to be the place that they have to exist, that they're expected to thrive. We're told if you want a plant to grow, put them in the light. If you want to be able to see what you're doing, turn on the light. When you're faced with the end and a decision is to be made, follow the light at the end of the tunnel. You, like so many of those statements and so many of those opportunities, have become what is encouraging us to keep going. You are light. You've provided illumination of how we can make it, of how we can be well, of how we can succeed, and of how we can accomplish because of you, the light. When I thought about the greatest effect of the light, especially in this day and this time, I want to encourage you because you have protected their beliefs. Children are so precious, and their perception is molded by what they see around them. Your light during this time of difficulty, and maybe some would define as potential darkness, has made them know that they can survive. The darkness does not last forever, and that the light in you can affect the darkness around you. You have been light in their areas of concern, light to the situation that overwhelmed them. You have been light when they didn't know how or where they would turn. Your light has been bright enough to illuminate those that are connected to you. And we know how powerful your light is because it shines, whether 6 feet apart, whether over the phone, whether video conferences, or away from the car. Your light has impacted, has illuminated, and has protected the belief that we can, the belief that the sky's the limit, the belief that where we are does not change who we are. And furthermore, it does not predict where we will go. In the words of that wonderful book, oh, the places we will go, oh, the things that we will accomplish, because you have continued to shine your light. And you have given us something to remember in a time and in a place where most people want to forget. To be able to shine a light in a situation which was so devastating and came with so many unexpected turns. You have made this time unforgettable in a positive sense. You have been a parent that's been creative, have used what was in your possession and within your reach to show your children and to show your community what success looks like. You have stood strong and you have made memories in the midst of things that could have been misery. You have spoken truth and have stood as a formidable opponent against worry, strain, doubt. You have been where they needed you, how they needed you, and you have shown up the way that we all depended on you. All hail to you today. I take my hat off to you, and I offer sincere congratulations, for you have been positively, absolutely incredible. Why? Because you have heightened. You have leveled up. You have changed our perspective and made us look for more. All hail to you. Why? Because you are deserving of applause. The things you have done have not gone unnoticed, and they are worthy of being recognized. You have set the stage of how productivity, love, emotion, and dedication can create the impact and the outcome we desire. You are irreplaceable. Always what we've needed and what we can never live without. Your imprint is undeniable, and your worthiness is priceless. You are a light. You're illuminating us through your eyes, through your speech, through your words, and through your faith. You've illuminated us to remember that in every time and in every place, there is something memorable that can be created. And so we say all hail to you. We honor you. We appreciate and acknowledge you. And as always, I would love to leave this quote with you. Someone took hail and transformed it to more encouragement. So when you remember this week or today, if no one else tells you, remind yourself that you are deserving of the hail. Honesty, be clear and straight. Authenticness, be yourself. Integrity, be your word. And love, wish them all well. All hail to you today. And may today and every day be a reminder that you are worthy of recognition. Not because you wanted it. I'm sure it wasn't because you planned for it. But because you have absolutely rocked it. Today we say, all hail to you. Have an incredible week and continue to impact. It has been my pleasure to be with you again today.